Hello everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and today I would like to share with you guys my thoughts on the TRM knives Atom. The Atom is I suppose the flagship model for TRM. It is the larger of two that are very similar. There is a Neutron 2, which is just a little bit smaller. I believe that one has a just sub 3-inch cutting edge. This one is a little bit larger. I do want to mention something really quick. I actually watched a recent video that Metal Complex put out, not calling out any specific brand, but he was basically just talking about how if he makes content on a knife, he doesn't want whatever manufacturer to jack up the price because of newfound popularity. I don't know if he was talking about TRM, but this is the first time I've looked at their website in like a week, and I got this knife not that long ago, and I didn't pay the price that I'm looking at right now, and it's not a huge jump in price. Pardon me, but it is a little bit up there. Do I think it's still worth it for what they're asking? Yeah, it's not bad. It's actually not terrible. It's almost twice as much as a G10 version, but yeah, we'll go over that in a second. So I got this knife directly from TRM. This was not used. This is a brand new model. I paid $385 and maybe some change. Right now, out of stock, of course, as always. $405. That's the price right now. $405. So within the last week and some change, they jacked up the price a little bit. It's not a huge amount, but it's enough to raise some eyebrows. Definitely both of mine. And I'm just kind of, I'm curious as to why, because they have different options. They have, textured 3D contoured and smooth 3D contoured. But they don't specifically say which version, but they only show pictures, and I'll link their website down in the description so you guys can check it out yourselves. But they show this one in the pictures, this beautiful diamond textured tie that just gets smaller and smaller as it goes down to the butt of the blade. But they make a pinstripe one that I had wanted like a while back, and I'm not seeing that anywhere. So I don't know if maybe they discontinued that scale pattern, or maybe they're still in the process of updating their website and they'll offer them later. But this is 110% an enthusiast territory price tag. This knife at base is, so let me see real quick. Yeah, Atom liner lock, 3D G10 scales, $258. Metal Complex said $210. So what happened? No, seriously, that was a G10 one, $258. They have carbon fiber for $288. And then, ooh, those Merlot micarta scales actually look pretty nice. About $248. So yeah, that's wow. I have a feeling that this was probably the brand that he was talking about, but that's kind of shady. And TRM has absolutely no reason to do that because they already can't keep up with the demand. So now, if you don't already own a TRM or any one of their models, the Shadow, the Nerd, the Holy Nerd, Atom, if I didn't already say that, the Neutron 2, I think that's really all their models, like 4 or 5, they can't keep up with production as it is now. So I suppose it just kind of looks like they're exploiting their popularity through Metal Complex, one of the largest knife reviewers, and I've taken a lot of influence from him. I've been watching him for years. Yeah, I know, whatever, sounds kind of creepy, but You know, I love the content that he puts out. Apparently a lot of people do, based on his subscriber count, right? But yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the brand that he was talking about, because I continuously, throughout my either break time or downtime, which there isn't much of, but I'm scouring the internet, always looking for like the next best thing, the coolest things, even on Amazon, on eBay or Etsy, just looking for cool stuff, right? And I tend to find a lot of cool stuff. That's how I found Sativian, QAGMGS, which is now Remet. And now, you know, almost every single large channel has checked out Remet at this point, which is cool. But it wasn't that long ago that no one even freaking knew about them, because they're just on Amazon. So now people are looking for these hidden gems in all these different places. But, you know, here we're talking about a full US made company where everything is made in-house. And besides all this stuff that's going on with them jacking up their price, clearly, trying to go back to the review with a clear and open mind, and having to tell myself that I'm okay with this because I have the knife that I always wanted. But it sucks for the people that haven't gotten their chance. And I waited probably about like 2 years to get one of these, because for a while this was a grail knife for me, and I was just like, oh, there's no way, like there's no way I could even spend freaking $200 on a knife. And you know, when I saw that the atoms in the diamond tie were gonna drop, I was just like, credit card. And I got it, and I have it, and I love it now. But now, you know, it leaves kind of a sour taste in my mouth, knowing that you know, this company goes and sends one of their premium units to a big YouTuber, and they're like, oh yeah, give it away. And then shortly after, really shortly after, jack up the price. Not happy about that, not cool with that. I hope they get all the backlash in the world for that and come back down to earth where they belong, because they can't even keep up with production. Do they make wonderful knives? Yes, absolutely. Do I recommend it? 110%. I actually really freaking like this knife. The thumb studs, they you can get used to them for sure. I don't mind it. They do sell little rubber O-rings to put around them for a little bit more comfort, a little bit more surface area for your thumb. I think that that's kind of lazy, kind of trashy and gimmicky that the company would do that instead of just tweaking the design a little bit. They're like, no, we'll just make something else that you have to buy, or we highly recommend you buy, because our thumb studs are uncomfortable, because like there's no way to do anything about this. This is permanent. It's not ever going to change. Don't like that at all. Also, thumb flick is really the only deployment method, but I can't really gripe about that, because my one and only Chris Reeve knife is a single-sided thumb stud knife, and I love that thing. So if I give it to that, I gotta give it to this. It's fine, but it does have the other stud on the other side. I should be able to use that, and I can't. The detent is perfect. I have to literally try to rip this freaking knife apart to feel any play within the pivot. It is running on washers there, and it's pretty smooth. I have taken it completely apart. I've cleaned it. It was very easy to do so. Almost all titanium. The hardware is steel, clip titanium, little back spacers. They are titanium. The hardware on the inside, I believe, was titanium as well. You know what? Scratch that last thing I said. So the body screws are all titanium, including the 3 holding in these little pieces back here. It's all titanium. The only steel components on this entire unit, the blade, the pivot, and the hardened stop pin. That's it. Even the liners are titanium. So there's a lot of manufacturing and super high tolerance fit and finish to these knives. Let's get out some size comparison knives. Honestly, right now I'm still trying to choke down that they yeah, they're the ones that were doing that. That's kind of shady. looks to be about the same as a PM2. Have here a -5. Those look all really good together. Nice and monochromatic looking. You know what would be pretty sweet, which is probably never going to happen at this point, if I got a DLC coated blade, maybe liners and some hardware. Not going to happen. Have Benchmade bug out. Demco 80-20.5. Urban EDC F5.5. And last but not least, the newly added to the list of size comparison knives, the Wii Praxis. So there you guys go. Hopefully that helps you guys get a little visual perspective of what this guy is all about. Let's get the weight on this. It's nothing crazy. I know it's relatively light for its overall size and dimensions and materials that they're utilizing here. 4.2. It's not going to drag down your pants. It might in basketball shorts. I wouldn't want to carry a, you know, what should be a at least, you know, $350 knife. The $385 that I paid sounds a whole lot nicer than what they're asking for now. And again, it's not that much more, but really doesn't look too good. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. But my overall experience with this thing, it's getting better and better by the day. I just wanted to be able to make some content on it because I don't really think I need much more time with it to say that I really do like this knife, and it's gonna stick around for a little bit. I was planning to purchase the Neutron 2 in the same configuration, but seeing as that one is also jacked up in price, not gonna happen anymore. So I'm gonna stick with this one. This is gonna stay in the collection until further notice, of course. I was using this a lot to tear down cardboard boxes and things like that. With how thin the blade stock is, the height and overall just shape, thinness behind the edge, it's been a wonderful, wonderful performer. I have not sharpened it and put my edge on it, so this is still technically the factory edge. No chips, no rolls, no little glints in the sunshine, and I've just been keeping it alive with a couple little passes of a NAFSCO leather strap. Don't get paid to say anything good about any of this stuff. It's just the stuff that I use. And even the sharpening system that I use, it's the one that almost like nobody freaking talks about anymore. It's the Wicked Edge sharpening system. It's not the like super crazy Pro series one. It's like the one right beneath it with the stone base and the like little adjustable arms and stuff. Not the quick adjust, but the ones where you screw them down. That's the one that I have. I don't get anything to say good stuff about them, but that's, you know, what I use. I'm not gonna crap on this knife and what they make because I can't, genuinely can't. There are so many good things here that I hope to see from, you know, future designers and makers and other companies and things like that, because this is pretty freaking sweet, man. It really is. It's just a shame to see how they're, you know, taking advantage of people like that, which is not really cool. This community it's not about that. And like I said, they're probably going to receive a good bit of backlash, and I hope they do and they come to their senses and, you know, maybe try to say that it was I don't know, an error in their website or something, or maybe just maybe they might be offering their blades in Magna Cut or the latest and greatest whatever. Maybe they invested in a new in some new machines that can do even crazier fit and finish work than this. I don't know what their reasoning is because I don't freaking work for them. I don't know anything about them, really. I just know that they make super high precision USA made knives, which is really all that this is. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and just keep a lookout and see if things do drop. If you really like it and you have deeper pockets, go for it. You are going to be very happy with your purchase. But just know that, you are supporting a company that thinks that, doing that is okay. So it's up to you. Not a big deal, again, what they're asking for. And even this, the $408, that's a good chunk of money, but this is also a good chunk of knife. So it's just a little weird to see that happen so soon as it is. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. I will be linking down what I can in the description. And have a wonderful rest of your day.